Morning everybody, how is all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Marty back with the next installment of my 80s series where I showed 10 of my favourite albums from each year, 10 of my top albums from each year. As I said in the last video, this is getting really tough. Kind of regretting doing this because there's just so many good albums. We're only on 83, so it's going to be a bit tougher obviously as we go, and like thrash metal and all that stuff starts coming in as well. But yeah, so I'm going to show you this morning 10 albums, 10 of my favourite albums from 83. Tons of stuff not in this, not included. AC/DC, Flick of the Switch, who else was out? Def Leppard's Pyromania. There's lots and lots of stuff. Didn't include Exciter's album either, or who else was out? Kiss, Lick It Up, Loudness. You know, there was loads of stuff I didn't include. This is stuff that I tend to listen to most of the stuff that I have from the 80s. So, very quickly, thanks very much for everybody who's watched the channel. New subscribers once again, awesome. It's just giving me a really good buzz to do this stuff. It's great, and getting great comments and good lists in the comments, and noticing a few albums that I'm missing as well, which is great because it helps me to build a better collection. You know, stuff that I've missed and put it in my collection. So straight up the bat, what are we doing first? Okay, I'm going to do the movies. I always show a couple of movies just from that year. Because we're now in October, I'm going to show 3 horror movies for the next few videos. So I'm going to show 3 horror movies from 1980s. So quickly trying to show these. So up first, the highly start that again. The Twilight Zone. Got a serious backstory. I'm trying to think of the word, I can't think of it. But yeah, the backstory of this is a tragic backstory to this. But it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's based on the old Rod Serling TV series, which I absolutely love. Fantastic, couple of great different segments. There's 4 or 5 different stories. The one with John Lithgow is probably the most famous one, and then the Vietnam one's probably the most infamous one for what happened in the making of it. But yeah, great film, great film. John Landis movie, is it? And John Landis was involved in one of the court case, his segment. So that's Twilight Zone. Also this year, a Stephen King adaptation came out, Cujo. The big rabid Saint Bernard. As we know, whoever thought was Saint Bernard would be so crazy, but yeah, just catches rabies. I'm sure you know the story, you've seen it. Stephen King stalwarts in it, whatever her name is. I can never think of her name. Dee Wallace Stone. She was in E.T., she was in loads of stuff. But yeah, good movie as well. I love the Cujo. I haven't seen that in a while. And then this is a bit more weirder. So this is Mausoleum. It's just a bizarre movie with some dodgy special effects. This is a nice issue on TF video. But anyhow, if you haven't seen this, it's dumb as fuck. It's stupid as hell, but I really like it. I think it's just funny. The special effects in it are funny. Yeah, go check out Mausoleum if you haven't seen it. A lot of you probably do have. Okay, let's get to the music and let's get the video over in the usual 20-minute mark, which is great. Okay, so up first, in the background, we are listening to this from 1983. Hope there's no glare, probably is. But yeah. So this is a fantastic album. Only have it on CDs. This is the mighty Acid from Belgium, I believe. This is their second album, but they actually released their debut Acid album and this one in 1983. But this is a killer album. Great female fronted heavy metal, straight up heavy metal. No flipping about with this stuff. I love it. I have to get this on vinyl. I have to get their 3 albums that I know of on vinyl. I think our good friends over at I can't think of the lip. My head is just not with it this morning. But yeah, they've got reissues of them out. This is on the Cherry Red or something like that. They usually put them out. But yeah, hitting a brain freeze this morning there. Okay, so up first in my 10 out of 10 list, a band from Sweden. This is their 3rd full-length album. I did show this band on my last video because it's an amazing album, but I even actually think this is stronger. No pun intended. So this is Stronger Than Evil. It's going to call it Stronger Than Hell by the mighty Heavy Load. What an amazing band. Amazing album. Lovely No Remorse reissue here. A couple of extra tracks on it which are brilliant. I Am Me, that's a brilliant track. There's a CD in this as well with other tracks. But Run with the Devil, brilliant. The King, Singing Swords, Dreaming, Stronger Than Evil, Free, Saturday Night, Roar of the North. Awesome album from Heavy Load. Not a bad song on it, and all the bonus tracks on the other CD are just as good as well. Great heavy metal band. If you don't know Heavy Load, still definitely worth checking out. It's catchy as all hell, very easy to listen to and very easy to get into, and it's just you'll remember the songs very quickly on this album. Brilliant album, Heavy Load, Stronger Than Evil. Okay, up next, debut album from the classic legendary singer. As I said, these aren't in any order. The last one is probably my favourite out of the whole lot of the 83 albums that I'm showing, but these aren't in any order. I had to show this one. This is a fantastic album. See Metal Mickey chatting about Dio recently. Dio's Holy Diver. This is a reissue, but it's a classic album. Stand Up and Shout, Holy Diver, Gypsy, Caught in the Middle, Don't Talk to Strangers, Straight Through the Heart, Invisible, Rainbow in the Dark, Shame on the Night. Great album by Dio. Yeah, he's put out some fantastic albums. Just want to see what this was on. It's been a while since I spun this. It's an old copy of the old Vertigo label, but yeah, brilliant album from Dio from 1983. Definitely one of his best albums. Love that album. Great cover. Great stuff from Ryan James Dio and the band. I'm not going to go through the band, but it was kind of classic Dio lineup back then. Okay, next up from the UK, I adore this band. I love this album. These are one of my favourite new wave of British heavy metal bands. I have a few of their new releases. They're actually still... Excuse me, a bit thirsty. They're still active. So this is the debut album from High Roller Records. So I was trying to think of a minute ago. What a bloody idiot. So this is the debut album from the mighty Tokyo Blade. I think this band are great. I absolutely love them. Bought this on CD as well from Cherry Red Records, because it has 2 EPs on it, Madame Guillotine and Midnight Rendezvous. Brilliant, great EP, great band, just a fantastic band. So this is the debut album here. Came with an OB strip. Yeah, I don't know what the fascination was about Tokyo, because you've got like Sunrise in Tokyo on the song, which is great finisher on this album. Power Game, the opener, is brilliant. Break the Chains, Liar, If Heaven Is Hell, probably the best song on it, probably the most well-known song of them. Yeah, there's loads of gear in this, as usual with High Roller, but not going to go there. But yeah, brilliant band, absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite bands from this period of the new wave British heavy metal period. They're just solid. The next album from '84, it's probably going to be on the '84 list. Just heads up there straight away. But yeah, great band, great album, mighty stuff from Tokyo Blade. Okay, next up. Sorry, I'm just trying to get these OB strips. OB strips are cool, but they're also a pain in the asshole. Yeah, spend the whole video. I'm not going to do that, obviously. There's half of the video gone. But yeah, Tokyo Blade, definitely worthy in the top 10 for me. Definitely worthy. Okay, a band that's made the top of my last few videos, I think. But this is Iron Maiden, in Peace of Mind. Was out in '83. Great album. Not my favourite album by Maiden, but still a great album. This is a repress. What's it on? I'm fucking blind today as well. And yeah, this is a great album. You know all the tracks. Fly the Vickers, Eagles there. Die With Your Boots On. The Trooper, classic song. Still Life. The Tame of Land. Yeah, brilliant album. Not my favourite Maiden album, but it's still a brilliant album, and definitely deserves to be on the list. So yeah, Iron Maiden's Peace of Mind. Now the next one, that's another story. But yeah, great album. Great album. So next up I'm going to show you a cassette. Yes, a cassette, because I don't have it on vinyl. Why, I don't know. It's plenty sacrilegious not to have it. But I do have the cassette, an old cassette, and this double gatefold of Maiden has been a pain in the asshole. Okay, so unfortunately we lost them very recently. So this is Ozzy Osbourne's, look at this for a cassette, man, banged up. Bark at the Moon. I'd say this is my favourite Ozzy album. I love everything on this. I just always loved this album from start to finish. Obviously Rock and Roll Rebel, Bark at the Moon, You're No Different, Now You See It, Now You Don't, Forever, So Tired, beautiful song. Waiting for Darkness and Spiders. Class Aussie album. Need to get this in vinyl. Big time. Look at that cassette. All the writing's gone. Epic Records. Nothing epic about that. Cassette sounds good, but I'd still like to have the vinyl. I have to get it. So there you go. How was getting it? Not there. Okay, up next. Many more videos. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 to go. Flying through them, which is great for you. Now, this best band, I would have heard this very, very... A couple of years after this came out. This was wasn't the very first thing I heard of this. Hall the Mountain King was the first thing I heard of this, probably on the Headbangers Ball. And then we got a CD copy of the debut from Sabotage, Sirens, and wow, talking about overplayed. Didn't listen to anything else for a long time. So this, yeah, fantastic. This is the Noise, not Noise. This is the Air Music reissue with the original cover. I prefer the other cover with the little fairy folk, whatever they bloody are. But yeah, absolutely killer album, start to finish. Sirens, the riffs on this album is just amazing. Holocaust, long way from what they became, but I still love Sabotage. I love everything about them, all the releases. I Believe, Rage, On the Run, Twisted Little Sister, Living for the Night, Scream Water, and then Out in the Streets. Great way to finish it, but a class album from Sabotage. Definitely deserves to be on the 83 list. 100%. It's a great album. Love that. As I say, you can leave a message in the comments, all the stuff I've missed. I've missed tons of stuff. Who else have I missed? I have a list in front of me here. Motley Crue, Shout the Devil. The Queensryche EP, I have it on cassette, but I didn't pull it down. Even the Rods in the Raw, which I've recently got into as well. It's great. Okay, many albums have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 records to go, and then a few honourable mentions as usual. I think of 2 EPs and 2 LPs. But yeah, so the debut album from Newcastle's new wave of British heavy metal giants. One of my favourite bands. They're still putting out amazing stuff. Got to see them was last year or the year before. Could have been, I'm not sure. Very bad with dates also. But yeah, so the debut album from Satan came out, Court in the Act. Absolute banger of a record from start to finish. All the original lineup. I met the whole guys. They're all so sound aware. So you Brian Ross on vocals, Graham English on bass. These guys are so underrated as musicians. Not completely overly over underrated, but you know what I mean. But Russ Tippin's amazing guitar player, as is Steve Ramsey, the legend, and then Sean Taylor on drums. Such a nice guy and an amazing drummer. So yeah, this is absolutely fantastic debut. Trial by Fire is on. Yeah, so you got the little intro, then Trial by Fire is brilliant. Blades of Steel, class. The twin guitars, everything about this album is just so good. And I love Brian Ross, even with Blitzkrieg and that as well. No Turning Back. What else is great on? The Ritual. The last song, Alone in the Dock. I love that song. It's epic. Break Free. But yeah, classic new wave British heavy metal. One of the best from Satan. Absolutely amazing album. Court in the Act. Banger of a release. This is on kind of a red vinyl. It's out on Listenable Records. But yeah. Still missing their second album on vinyl. I will get it someday. But anyhow, but yeah, class. Definitely deserves to be on the list. Now this top 3 from 83 for me is brilliant. It's near perfection, like, you know. So, okay, up first. From Denmark. Yes, you know who it is. It's Merciful Fate's Melissa. I love it. This is our old copy. It's well bed up, the vinyl. It's on Roadrunner. I think Roadrunner Music for Nations. But yeah, I'll just see what the record is. Yeah, it's the old Music for Nations label. It's well played. We played the shit out of this when we were younger. It has the original inner as well, of course. If we can just get it back in. I'm a bad day today. But yeah, great album. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. One of my favourite bands, Merciful Fate. So picture and the lyrics. But yeah, what a great album. Melissa is, every song on it is a banger. So you've got, it starts off with one of my favourite Merciful Fate songs, Evil. Brilliant. Curse of the Pharaohs. Jesus. Into the Coven. Brilliant. Sound of Dim Bell, great. Black Funeral, brilliant. Satan's Fall, brilliant. And then the mighty, epic, haunting Melissa is just fucking brilliant way to finish an album. So King Diamond and Sherman and Denner guitars on this, as with the Satan, as I said, twin guitars are just fucking standing. Kim Rose and Timmy Grabber on bass. Classic album from Merciful Fate. Definitely in my top 10 from 1983. Love it. It's one of my favourite albums of all time, actually. Heavy metal albums. It's brilliant. It's a classic album from King and Co. Yeah. Brilliant band, Merciful Fate. That's a great album. I'm sure these are all albums that you know. I mean, know and have, I'm sure. Like, you know what I mean? So, up next, the debut album. Lots of debut albums. The music's changing a bit. There's going to be a bit of trash creeping in very soon to all these videos, which is great, but it's just going to make it a little bit harder. But it's good. I like having all this stuff. I mean, have all these records in your collection. It's a nice collection to have. Enough talking. Okay. The debut. I'm going to say that a lot. But the debut album from the mighty, at one time, Slayer. Show No Mercy. What a great album. Absolutely brilliant heavy metal album. It's not exactly trash metal, but it's starting to get there, like, but it's just fucking fantastic from start to finish. Everything about this. The classic lineup, the lineup, Evil Has No Boundaries, The Antichrist, I Am the Antichrist, Die by the Sword, Fight Till Death, Metal Show Face Later, love that, great bit of music. Black Magic, oh, man, what a great song. Tom Mentor, Final Command, Cryonics, and then Show No Mercy. Brilliant album, perfect album from '83. It's just absolutely amazing. This is a Metal Blade reissue. Sounds absolutely incredible. Love this album, always have. Introduction to Slayer was Rain and Blood, but when I heard this one, completely different, but I loved it. It's just a really good, solid, heavy metal album. I think it's absolutely amazing. So, Slayer, Show No Mercy. So, who's top of the pile? It's probably pretty obvious. It's 1983, another debut album. So, who has put out one of the biggest bands in metal? Okay, you know what it is. It's Kill 'Em All, of course. Absolutely love it. Massive Metallica fan. I grew up on Metallica. I mean, a lot of us did, like, you know. And, okay, they've gone a bit, I don't know where, but yeah, but you can't deny the classic Metallica albums, and I'm pretty sure they're all going to feature up as far as Justice anyhow in the next lock of videos anyhow. But yeah, classic album featuring our good mate Cliff Burton, sadly passed away, as you all know, obviously. But yeah, this is a banger. Bang That Head That Doesn't Bang. This is a banger from start to finish. All brilliant songs. The opener, Hit the Lights. Kirk Hammett's guitar work and Hetfield, brilliant. The amount of lead work in that one song alone for 4 minutes is amazing. Of course, then the Four Horsemen, Mode Up Breath, Jump in the Fire, Cliff's bass solo, Anastasia Pulling Teeth, absolutely amazing. And then Whiplash, banger. Side 2, Phantom Lord, No Remorse, Seek and Destroy, Metal Militia, all bangers, all killer, no filler. Brilliant album, absolutely, definitely the best album in '83 for me. This is 1989 press on Vertigo. Yeah, it's a 1989 press. Yeah, and it is well loved too, as you can imagine. But yeah, I have a couple of different versions of this album on vinyl. But yeah, my favourite album from '83 out of all these is definitely Kill 'Em All. So there you go. You can let me know some of your favourites. Of course, I've missed stuff. You can't have everything. I'm just looking at the list in front of me now, and I do have one or two that I missed on this list that are actually coming soon to me collection. So that's great. As I said, this is a great way of getting stuff into your collection that you've forgotten about. Okay, enough waffle. Let's just show a few things that I love from '83. A few albums, 2 albums, and 2 EPs. So yeah, acid's kind of good in the background there. So first up, an album, 1983, Alcatraz, No Parole from Rock and Roll, featuring the fantastic Graham Bonnet on vocals, and of course Yngwie Malmsteen, who I'm a huge Yngwie fan, especially with all his old gear. Any of his old stuff is just brilliant stuff. But this is a classic album. This is an OG from RCA Records with Island in the Sun, General Hospital, Jet to Jet, Hiroshima One More, Krina Curry, Too Young to Die, Too Drunk to Live. Brilliant album. Alcatraz still going, I think. not completely different lineup, but I think a completely different lineup. But yeah, I've checked out some other stuff. But this is awesome. I picked this up recently at one of the record fairs that I went to, Monaghan one. You can see that in another video if you want. But yeah, excellent album from Alcatraz, start to finish. Just a great heavy metal hard rock album with some great guitar work, obviously from Mingry, and some mighty vocals from the man Graham Bonnet. Brilliant. And then another new wave of British heavy metal album, the debut album from. This is a great album. This is Power Games by Jaguar. I love this album. You could say the production's a bit murky on it, but I just like this how it sounds. This is just really new wave British heavy metal. I know it's 83, but Power Games is brilliant. I've my hand over a little crease in the cover here. I got this really cheap at a fair because there was a bit of a crease in the cover, but the album is perfect. This is music on vinyl version. But yeah, brilliant band Jaguar. If you don't know them, such great songs and did such connection out of luck, Master Lies, Run for Your Life. Yeah, it's just a solid heavy metal album. Great band. So Jaguar, Power Games. Just thought I'd throw that one in because when I was doing the 83, I just came across it and went, oh yeah, I love that album. That is great. Like those and Tokyo Blade and that kind of stuff. That's really my thing. Okay, a couple of EPs. 2 EPs. Okay, we'll go with this and we'll leave that one until last because that's just perfection. So, Armored Saint EP came out. Man, 3-track EP. This is brilliant. This was the precursor of things to come, man. After this, then Armored Saint. I love Armored Saint. Absolutely amazing band. Love all the new stuff too, but the older stuff is just great for me. It's just solid heavy metal. So this is a 3-track EP. There's a couple of extra tracks on this, Stricken by Fate and On the Way, but the 3 tracks in this were Lesson Well Learned, No Reason to Live. It's fucking brilliant. And False Alarm, Lesson Well Learned is brilliant as well. So that's the 3-track EP featuring the mighty John Bush. I love John Bush. Great. Excellent EP from 83. Short and sweet. And then we know what came after that. Awesome. Great band. Love Armored Saint. And finishing off on this, I've shown this probably numerous times on my channel for different reasons, EPs and that, but I think this is just heavy metal perfection. This is just class. So this is Warlord Deliver Us. Oh man, if somebody asked me to let them hear heavy metal, I'd put this on for them because this is just mighty, featuring Mark Zonder, Fates Warning, and It's Zed. Just fantastic. Everything about this is brilliant. So you have first up, Deliver Us from Evil, Winter Tears, Child of the Damned, what a song. Penny for a Poor Man, awesome. Black Mass, and then Lucifer's Hammer on this release. This is a High Roller Records reissue as well. I think there could be a 7-inch single or something in this as well. But if you haven't heard this, and if you're into old school 80s, early 80s heavy metal, just listen to this, man. It's just so good. I can't say enough about this, man. I think everybody that's into metal should hear this if they haven't heard it, because it's just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, nice way to finish off. 83 for me. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what I've missed. Who else did I miss? I've missed bloody loads. Who else did I miss? Savage, Loose and Lethal. Have that over there. I was looking at that this morning. Sortilege put out their self-titled EP. I'm just reading this shit off. Tank, This Means War. These are more of the albums that I would have listened to a lot more, and I like a lot more, and they have a lot of history with me. Maybe not this one per se, but some of the other ones obviously have. Who else? Witchfinder General, Friends of Hell that come out, but it's a great album, love it, but I just didn't think it just made my top 10 list. That's it, guys. It's Saturday once again, so hope everybody around me is enjoying the Storm Amy. Fucking rain and shit for the last few days, but yeah, what the hell, it's just a good reason to stay indoors and listen to music. So that's it, guys. A little bit of Acid in the background. Just a solid band. Yeah, High Roller Records have the reissues of their albums on vinyl, so I need to go and get that. That's it, guys. Hopefully talk to you in the comments, and I'll see you during the week, hopefully for a video of some sort. And yeah, hopefully be doing a live stream very soon with Johnny Mac and Sean the Beast, some kind of a horror Halloween type video a couple of weeks time, so just keep your eyes peeled on that. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Thanks for commenting and subscribing and all that YouTube lovely stuff, but I will see you all very soon. Gonna tidy up this shit. All the best. Shlán.